I remember there was a point in high school where I started to realize how much music was impacting me. Whatever music choice I made seemed to have a real impression on my attitude, and sometimes for the wrong reasons. But I remember putting in certain music to work out to, certain music to do this to, certain music to prep up for surfing or whatever we were doing, and that impact was huge on me. And I started to realize, I want to create music that has that same motivating power for Christ.
Adam and I had grown up at First Baptist El Cajon, and when we started playing, I don't even remember what it had to be early '80s, and there was another guitar player in the youth group, Jeff Surs, and Jeff was, the guitar player in Logos, which was the very first band we were ever in, and he was a guitar player in Evidence, and Jeff was farther along as a musician than we were, only because he'd been playing longer. So he was kind of our leader for a time, and Jeff played a certain way. He loved Southern classic rock, so everything kind of sounded minor and kind of Leonard Skinner-ish, and it was one of those growth things where you go through musicians and friends, and things change and people move on. And
when Lauren joined, I remember there was just something unique about Lauren and Warren when they came on, and after the Windows and Mirrors thing had sort of run its course and we were deciding where we were going to go next, Lauren brought some fantastic writing skills to the band and allowed us to start developing true writing skills, as opposed to just making it, a song that could be 3.5 minutes and could be on a radio. It's a great live song, but does it really work? Does it last? And so I remember him bringing a great degree of writing skills to the band, and that pushed us over the top as we went on into Crystavox.
Each of the band's efforts in the early years was just preparation for the pending collaboration with Lauren. Lauren's time in Private Echo and the writing skills developed while playing with Warren Cook was adding something that had been missing from Adam and Fred's music. Windows and Mirrors seemed to be the next logical step. This era introduced Crystavox's first guitarist, Monty Matthews. Windows and Mirrors released one demo tape and played a single show before dropping the pop genre and embracing the metal and rock position, which ultimately was to become Crystavox.
Other than a band called Private Echo, Warren Cook, myself, and Zach Hewitt, and a few others that came in and out. But that was an amazing time for me because Warren and I, our #1 goal was to write songs. And we probably wrote 500 songs, and that's where I really started developing writing skills with Warren. And we had an awesome opportunity to go into a real recording studio, 2-inch, 24-track, the whole deal. And I was 16 years old at the time. And when I walked into that place and we started laying down the music, I fell in love with the studio.